going, everybody? It's PJ for Pete_J on YouTube, PJ Play on Twitch, coming to you from Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. We got a couple of things left over that we hadn't finished. We got a truck here that needs a performance upgrade. We also have another car in the dyno. They both need, I believe, between, was it 12 and 14%? I think they're both the same, but they both need to be performance enhancement, 14 and 19%. So I believe they're both the same. So we've got this one here. It is a 1970 Edgewood HELLCAT. And then we have the truck sitting out on the tarmac over here. Same thing. I believe it needs to be up. The performance upgraded to, it's a 2012 SALEM EARTHQUAKE REX, and they too want it increased by 14 and 19%, so we'll have to do that. And then we also have the the RIBBSAN, and I'm gonna, if we have the time, I'll go into what I did wrong, and I will have to thank Roger Max Ted, and I will also have to thank Snakebite, Roger Max Ted being the first to chime in and let me know where I kind of went off. And it was, I think I was just racing through it, and I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. So we'll get into that in a little while. First, let's get the HELLCAT in here so we can, I guess I could work on it in here, right? I mean, I can still buy stuff. It is a V8 1-carb overhead valve. So if we go here, we're looking to tuning shop, custom gearbox shop. What is that about? Oh, this is how you can upgrade. Okay, that's just gearboxes, although it's all basically 1%. So yeah, not big, not big. Tune-up shop. We're looking for a V8. Oh, I must have my cap. Yeah, V8. Let's see what we get here. We got to go to 14 and 19%. So that's how that goes. Single overhead camera. I'm gonna have to figure. I'm gonna have to do some more investigating. Yeah, like I said, I think I'm gonna take it back to the shop. Can't just start buying stuff willy-nilly. Boo, 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 boo. 14 and 19%. Carburetor throttle. Okay. Okay, so what do we got? We got a V8 1-carb overhead valve. So if we go V8 1-carb overhead valve A, we can get rear muffler, front exhaust pipes. That would be 3.5, 5 1/4. That's not going to get you anywhere. Okay. So, round air filter. What if we do round air filter 1-carb? That'll get you 1%. That's all you get, right? No. Okay. Go back to the full shop. Okay, so this is going to require some thinking, because we've reached that point, Pete, where you have to overhead valve F and B, 3%. Yeah, so I'm going to have to think about this, which is, we've reached that point. I was just thinking about this, and that's one of the problems I've been having, is that I am I am racing. I'm trying to get through it too quickly. And I'm just kind of, I'm in my head way too much. And it's not helping me. Oops, I moved that. Okay, well, because I'm not thinking through what I need to be thinking through. I'm trying to race through it, and that doesn't help, obviously. So I would like to see if we can't. Obviously, we can change the air filter. Carburetor 4 barrel. So if we go to carburetor 4 barrel. Oh, I put a. Oh, see what I'm saying? All right, relax. Relax. All right, carburetor 4 barrel right here. We can get an update. We can get +3. So we need 11 more. Carburetor B. That's intake manifold. That'd be 5. 6 with the 6 with the air filter, right? 4 barrel, we'll take that. 318. 2 for the intake manifold, 1 carb, and then the round air filter. So that's 6. All right, so bare minimum 14. We're gonna need what? 14 would be 6. Yeah, so we need about 8 more. We need 8 more parts. Let's go back. What else? We got the 1 carb manifold. I don't think head covers do anything for you, but what if we can what about distributor and distributor wires and heads? I think we might need some new heads. V8 OHV. Okay. So if we go V8 OHV, here's some parts we can play with. OHVB. OHV. There's 9 right there, so that'd be 18. All I have to do really is replace the 2 heads. All we need is 8. So is there something else we can do? 3.5, 3.5, that'd be 7. I don't know, can I put an OHVB on there? I don't think I can, right? I gotta stick with the OHV. Or are those just different? Anywho, ignition wires, that'll give us 2. That gets us down to 6. And what else? OHV. .8, that's not a lot. That is not a lot. Let me see, what do we got here? We've got, yeah, exhaust manifold OHV. We don't just have OH, right here. Yeah, 0.8, that's what we're gonna get. We're gonna get 0.8, so that would be a little over like 1.6 over 1.5, so that brings us down to like 4.5. I don't know. Maybe we just grab these 2, right? And then bite the bullet. I can buy 2, right? I don't need an A and a B, right? I think I can just go with 2 of these. Buy that part, and I think that's what we'll do, is we'll just pull these. And let's see what kind of damage we can do. Yeah, I'm telling you, I don't know what is wrong with me lately, but I am having a hard time just concentrating. You know what I mean? I'm just thinking things through is seemingly giving me the greatest problems. I don't know why. I don't know why, folks. But yeah, so hopefully we'll be able to do this and we'll be okay. And I think we're gonna have to, yeah, we'll have to pull a lot of stuff off before we can take the head off. But I think if we do this, I usually like to do that, but again, I'm like lost in the tall weeds for some reason. Have you ever felt that way? I mean, have you ever just something, you're just sitting there trying to think through things and like nothing is coming, and you're like, what is wrong with me? What is happening right now? Have I been lobotomized at some point and I didn't realize it, or what's going on? Why? There's just a lot of moving parts right now, I think, and it's hard to maintain focus. So I'll do my best though, folks. If you bear with me, I will do my best, I promise. 14 to 17, so just by replacing these two heads, and I'm not going to replace one, that doesn't make any sense, right? You got one high pro head and the other not. That doesn't make sense to me. So I think we're just going to go ahead and we're going to take both. And yeah, we're going to be a little bit over. I don't know, do you get marked down for that because you went too high? Because ultimately they could say, well, you spent more money. Oh, I should have drained the oil too. See, I am not thinking, bro. I am not thinking. Come on, Pete. But they could say that you spent more money than the client wanted to spend because they only wanted to go up to 14 to 17, 14 to 19. I can't remember which one it was. 17, I think it was 17. God, I'm telling you, what is wrong with me? What is going on up there? Not a whole lot, I'll tell you right now. Not a whole lot. But we'll lock in. We'll try to get this done. I'm gonna just believe that all the oil is down in the oil pan. If they hit me with a penalty or a environmental hazard cleanup penalty, well, I deserve it. You know, I'll have to take it. But kind of hoping we can get through this without. Oh, I got to take the push rods. Feels like it's been forever since I've played Car Mechanic Simulator. Actually, when I jumped in, I had forgotten all about these upgrades. I thought I was just going to get back in and I would have to do the mea culpa for, you know, not realizing what my problem was with the ribs. And I get in and I'm like, there's a truck sitting here. Why is this truck sitting here? And you're like, oh, that's right. Well, I haven't finished. I got 2 outstanding jobs sitting here. All right, so we're going to go ahead to here, and let's hope this is going to work. We got the +9 right there. I like it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Anyway. And we didn't empty the oil, so should still be full. Got the high pro head on there. We're gonna get a +9 out of that. This isn't like motorcycle mechanic simulator. It's like you'll find stuff and it will have that kind of performance bump, right? But then when you put it on, it's not like 1 for 1. Like it'll say +8, but when you put it on, you'll only get like a +6 or something. You know what I mean? And you're like, well, I don't know, and I don't understand yet how does that work? If I'm going to try and do the upgrades, I should know how that works because, you know, it's just one of those things where if it's going to keep changing, I'm going to need to know how the change affects, because probably shouldn't do it that way though. Whoop. I'm going to start with this one. And Good with that one. Let's get these rocker arms going here. Boom. All right, rocker arms. Doing kind of the same issue with plane mechanics simulator. I guess, you know, at first I was really, I thought it was the bee's knees a little bit, because I was able to do so many simulator, you know, mechanic simulator type games. I got car mechanic simulator. I got off-road mechanic simulator. I got plane mechanic simulator. I got, you know. And so I'm doing all of these, and I thought, hey, I'm doing pretty good. I'm keeping it all straight. Maybe what we're starting to see is, you know, a chink in the armor. Maybe I'm not carrying it as well as I was. Well, again, I still go back to it. It's just sign o' the times, man. Sign o' the times. Just a little preoccupied. Once we get back to being a little bit more clear-headed, I think we'll be all right. I think we got to go back here, pull these sparky pluggies. And this guy should be pretty happy with this upgrade. He's going to be over. I believe we decided he was going to be over on his performance upgrade. So, you know, if anything, he should be a little happy. But again, I did say that I would not be surprised if they dinged me and said, well, you spent too much money to get too much performance. You didn't want that much. You probably should have listened to your client a little bit better and not spent money that he or she doesn't have. Ultimately, in all businesses, the client is always right, you know? And especially in this industry, when, you know, you can really kind of go down the rabbit hole when you're repairing stuff, and it can start running into some big numbers. You know, the last thing you want to do is start overextending your client. If they can't pay for it, they can't pay for it, you know? And that's trouble. So now the head looks like it's like chromed out. On that, I mean, you can see the reflection here. That's how shiny it is. I'm not sure. Would you chrome out a head? I don't know if you would. I don't know if you would. Wouldn't be prudent. Anyway. Ignition wires. Get this buttoned up, we'll get it back to the dyno, and we will run the tests, and hopefully we're going to find that she is A-OK, good to go. We can sign off on her. We'll get the truck done. Hopefully it's going to be a similar situation where we can maybe just change the heads. 14 to 17 or 14 to 19%. That's a pretty big jump. That's a pretty big jump. So I always like to try and get this one's a little bit too easy, because it gives you more than enough. And I did buy some equipment that I probably didn't have to buy, but I bought. But I'll hold on to it. Maybe we could throw it on the Ribson. Maybe well, it's a V6. Is it a V6 or it's just? I know it's a 6-cylinder, not an 8-cylinder. But that doesn't mean we can't. No, we can't use the air filter. The more I talk, the more I think, and the more I think, the more I think no. The more I think no, that's not going to work. We're going to go with this one because, again, I think we've given him 18% improvement, so I don't really think he needs these things. But we have them in our pocket. And so when we go to the dyno, and if we do come up short, we do have some things we can play with. If not, we'll just hold on to them. We'll throw them into, I don't know. Oh, nope. Sorry, you have to come off. You have to come off. I don't know if I have a high pro warehouse yet, but that's where these will go, into a high pro warehouse. And if at some point we can make use of them, we will. Okay, so I think we're buttoned up. Oh, we gotta get the head done. How did you forget that, Pete? Just not thinking, I guess. Okay. I think that's good. We go back here. Super. Yeah, we got it. It's already grayed out, so we know we've got, oh, 19. Timing needs replacing. Okay, let's, I want to run it. I do want to run it on the dyno. I think we're at 18, so we're low because it said 14 to 19%. I thought it said 14 to 17, but anyway. Again, that just goes to show you Pete's not, he's not all there right now. I don't know why, I don't know why he's not all there. He's just not all there. All right, let's get the fans up to speed. Turbines to speed. EDGEWOOD HELLCAT. Go ahead and start that test. Sounds me. Might have to turn the audio down. Plus 14 foot-pounds, so very good. I'll take it. All right, so you can go to 3. Now the truck is in here. We're gonna go ahead and call, well, actually we should move you and car wash. Free service, Pete J's place. We always get the car wash. There she is. All right, now you can go back to 3. And we kind of took a quick glance at the breakdown, but we'll take one more. So we'll get timing needs replacing. We get 335 credits for that. Car is loud, 370. Grinding and shaking from the gearbox is 900 credits. General gearbox control and repair 500. Gears keep slipping, 623. Other tasks, 1600 credits. I spent 1800 on those stupid heads. 900. I thought they were $900 each. Although we did get a break. So task bonus of 3,198. Job bonus 2,377 credits. So we're gonna make 9,903 credits on this order. We're up to 87,000. Although I thought we were pretty close to that anyway. I think the truck is in the dyno. We want to get that over here to... All right, you're kind of the same deal, right? You need 14 to 19%. You have a V8 dual overhead cam 4x4 engine. So if we go to the shop, excuse me, I'm sorry. V8, oh man, I gotta, hold on, I'll be right, I'm silent. All right, so I think that's not gonna work, hold on. So that's not fun either. I think I started before I even got the mic off. So we got dual overhead cam, overhead OHC. And then 4x4, I don't know if that's gonna make a difference. Yeah, it's not gonna make a difference. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Oh, come on. All right, what is the damage, y'all? V8. All right, maybe that's the case. Let's look at this. Here we go. We've got a V8 dual overhead cam. That's all it says. So V8 dual overhead cam. M119. Okay, so we need to. What do we need to do? We need to figure this out. Is what we need to do. Okay. Fuel rail D1. I'm gonna go part by part now. Just do this. Fuel rail D1. It's 4, so we pick up 2 of those. That's 8. Okay. Take manifold V8. So we just need it. Oh, oops, sorry. So we just need to look for a intake manifold V8. Overhead valve. $600, that's 3. So what did we say before? We said D1 was, fuel rail D1 was 4. 4 is 8, with 3 is 11. So we puts us at 6. Let's go ahead and grab 2 of these. D1, yeah, okay, D1. We want intake manifold V8, that's 11. So we're at 11. What are we looking for? Now we've already got intake. What did I see? Ignition wires. V8 M117 I thought, right? No, it's got electronic, okay. Right. Exhaust manifold V8, what does that give us? Go to exhaust manifold V8. We're at 11, so we really only need about 3. V12, V8 LA. Okay, let's see here. Exhaust manifold V8 is what I'm looking for. I6. Exhaust manifold V8. 1.65. So that'd be 2, 3. So that would give us 3 more. So that's 6. Well, roughly 6. Probably closer to 1, 2, yeah, 315 maybe, 3 something like that. So that's 3. The other 3, that's 6. And then the 2 4s give us 8. So that's 14. So we're gonna grab. Oh, actually, we're gonna grab 2 of these anyway. So that's. All right. I think that should do us. Right? That should do us. What did I buy again? I bought fuel rails. Okay, so we're gonna pull these. We gotta pull these anyway because we did buy a new intake manifold, and we gotta get to the intake manifold. But we gotta take a bunch of stuff off first, right? Throttle. I guess we could have looked at a throttle too. Maybe we will. Let's take a look, see where we're at. And now we can take the intake manifold off. Alright, so we did intake manifold, so we can go ahead and put that back on because we're not going any deeper than that. That's a +3. We got the 2 fuel rails. Those were upgrades. So we got that. And we got that. Okay. Now we got the... Oh, my throat. What is wrong with my throat? Put the throttle back on. I'm going to put the throttle back on. That's good. Yeah, right there. Okay. 1 second. Maybe that's it, too. Maybe I'm coming down with something. Maybe that's it. That's probably it. I don't know. But, yeah, I've been having some issues. Okay, so we're going to grab this manifold, exhaust manifold, because that was the other thing we were going to do. We were going to change out the exhaust manifolds. Boop. Let me get in here. I don't think we're at the 18 that we got with the other vehicle, but I think we'll be, I think we're going to be well within range. All right, and now we're going to come over this way, same thing. We're going to get down here to this exhaust manifold. We're going to pull that out. Okay. Dropping the new shiny one. Okay, let's disengage, I should say. I don't like disconnect. I don't know why, it just bothers me. I think we're all, right, we're all buttoned up. We got the fuel rails back on, the intake manifold is back on, we got the throttle back on, we got the exhaust manifolds on, so yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all we did. Okay, disengage, close the hood. Let's see what we've done here with the dyno. It's gonna get real loud in here real quick, so just bear with me. 372 horsepower at 372 horsepower, not horse powers. Oh, it's been rough. It's been rough, folks. Foot-pounds at 5,095 RPM, which is a +9 in foot-pounds. So 1430 all in all. I think ultimately that closes the ticket though, because we are over 14 and 19%. So we just got over the 14. I'm going to take it, to be honest with you. And I'm just going to pray that the next time I have a performance upgrade that I'm going to be in a better mental state. And there's no guarantees of that, folks. You know PJ. He struggles with mental states. That looks good. That looks good. What do we got here? I forgot what. New Mexico? Yeah, New Mexico. Okay. Alright, you can head over to 3. We're going to call your owner to come get you. Alright, so breakdown of parts. Suspension feels loose, 37 credits. General running gear control and repair, 118. Fixed suspension clunks and rattles, 122. Brake system needs fixing, 215. Other tasks, 3,210. We'll get 2,182 credits for the task bonus. The job bonus of 1,783 credits. Total payout, 7,667 credits. We'll take that. Put that right in the bank, y'all. All right, here's the Ribson. The Ribson. And here's what I did, okay? What I did was I pulled the engine out. And when I pulled the engine out, I was in such a hurry to try and get this done so quickly that I did not note the engine that I pulled out of here. And as we know, you can't just throw engines willy-nilly into cars, and I seem to have forgotten that. And so when it came time to rebuild, I brought it in, and I took it apart, and I started to rebuild, and I looked at the block, and if we look, I don't know if the block, but you can see the engine block says V6 VQ37 VHR, which is the engine I built. That's what this engine is. It's a good looking engine, but here's the problem. That engine does not go in this car. This car came in with a V6 dual overhead cam NSN engine. Now, they use the same block, okay? It uses the same block, but it is not the same as the VQ engine. So, and as you can see, it's not even a swap option. The Ribson doesn't seem to have any swap options. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to tear this all down. First, we should empty our inventory, because we're going to start over here. And we're going to tear it down, and then we're going to rebuild the engine. And I want to thank Roger Maxted. He was the one who pointed this out to me. And Snakebite came in a little bit later on, and he reiterated what Roger Maxted was saying, which was that, you know, this was the mistake I made. So what we'll do is we'll tear it down, and then we're going to rebuild, but this time we're going to build the right engine. So some of the parts I'm sure will be reused. Did my voice just crack? Reused! Some of the parts will be reused, but we'll probably have to get others if we don't have them. Okay, so we're in warehouse 1. I think we want to go to good parts, and we'll go back here, and we're going to just, all of the stuff. All right, but we're going to go now, and I want to create another. We'll make warehouse 6 high pro. Oh, we had to hold V. Change name, hold V. There we go. High pro. Okay, so now we're going to be in high pro, and we're going to go here, and we're going to grab that, and that, and that. Okay. I know, I'm sorry I have to do the sundry stuff here, but I gotta, I want to do this before we get into tearing the engine apart again. Just where I feel it works a lot easier when you're not worried about got a lot of body parts that are 100%. How did I do that? How did I wind up with so many good body parts? Oh, you know what I just did? Pete, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. I didn't switch over to my inventory. So I just took everything from that warehouse and put it in my inventory, which was the opposite of what I was trying to do. I was trying to clear my inventory. Okay, so we'll get all this stuff out of the way. Boom, 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 boom. Now this stuff is all, well, this is, okay. All right, so now let's go, and we're gonna go scrap this stuff, because at 92,000 credits, I don't really need any more money, really. Hold on. I'm sorry about that, folks. I really don't understand. Okay, nothing. We have to have the parts in our inventory to upgrade them with scrap. So if you want to try and upgrade, you need to have the parts with you. Okay, I get that. I get that now. I missed that. But I hit that. Ah. Oh. Take it. Take that too. Ah, a little slow. A little fast. A little slow fast. So that's what I feel. I feel that the salvaging thing, just keep doing it. I mean, I don't see that it does a whole lot, but it doesn't hurt either. So, and when you get to a certain point where money, you know, credits aren't really the big issue for you, and maybe that will come, especially once I pick up the drag race DLC and stuff. Maybe credits become more precious, but for right now, I'll take the salvage parts over the credits. Okay, so that's it. We're clear now. Our inventory is clear. We're heading back to the engine. We're going to just tear this down and part mount. We are in part dismount, so we're going to just start pulling stuff off. And we're going to tear it down to the bare bones, and then we'll rebuild it back up. But we're going to rebuild the right engine. So let's like, I think this intake and these throttles, I think they're right. They're the right parts for the engine. So again, we're gonna find that we will have to pick up some parts, but I don't think we're gonna need as many as we might have. So, and then once we get it rebuilt the right way, we're gonna get it out on the track, and we're gonna try and better our best time. Well, I'm gonna try and better my best time out there. I am enjoying that. If you are enjoying the show, I mean, if you're enjoying the game, if you're enjoying the episode, I would appreciate a like, a subscribe, and follow. The goal is hopefully to get monetized by the end of the year. We've got Car Mechanic Simulator here on Mondays. This afternoon there'll be a off-road mechanic simulator. Tomorrow afternoon is going to be there's going to be a Euro Truck Simulator episode. Plane Accident has actually released some upgrades, so it's just cool because it was a title I loved, but I had kind of played to the end, and there wasn't anything left, and I thought it might be a dead title, but March 13th they came out with an update, and I'm like, okay, cool. And it sounds like they're going to start putting some more time into it. I guess, you know, things happen, and they just were unable to really kind of put the amount of attention they wanted into it. So I'm excited about that, and that may be coming back on Tuesday mornings. But Tuesday afternoon, definitely Euro Truck Simulator. Wednesday morning is Plane Mechanic Simulator, which has become very popular lately. As of late, so that's a fun one. Motorcycle Mechanic Simulator is Wednesday afternoon. Thursday is Rally Mechanic Simulator, which is another new title. I believe it went full release February 22nd, I want to say. February 20th, somewhere in February 20 something. It got full release, so it's a relatively new title. It's a fun title. You are kind of you're in charge of a rally race car. You're not the driver, not yet, although it does look like at some point you will be able to drive. But you're kind of the crew chief. So you have the garage portion where you get to work on the car in the garage and prep it for the race, and then you're in the tent at the rally. So, you know, based on what the driver does or how the heats go, you know, you have a limited amount of time to kind of make repairs or adjustments and get the car back on the track, you know, and then there's a second heat, and obviously you do the whole thing over again. So only one episode so far of that, but I enjoyed it. I really did like it. I liked it a lot. So we will be playing the second episode of that this Thursday morning. Friday we got we're going to have American Truck Simulator and PGA Tour Golf. Right now I'm just kind of learning the buttons and the ropes, so I'm going through and I'm playing. I'm trying to coordinate it. This kind of happened by happenstance, but I realized that in American Truck Simulator I was in California, and there's a lot of golf courses that are in PGA Tour 2K23, I think it is. There's a lot of golf courses in California that are in the game. So I've started trying to kind of coordinate my destinations with different golf courses. So I'm still doing that. Right now I'm trying to get up to to make a delivery in Santa Cruz, because close to Santa Cruz, California is Pebble Beach. Pebble Beach has Spyglass Hill golf course, and of course the famous Pebble Beach golf course. So I'm trying to get up there and do that. So that's Friday, American Truck Simulator and PGA Tour 2K23. Once I get the hang of the game, the PGA Tour, I'm going to go for my my tour card and try to get on a tour, and so you'll see me actually competing on the tour. So there's a lot of stuff on the channel. I do try to, it's a lot of simulation games. So if you like simulation games, you know, I got a lot to choose from. I'm always looking for new ones. If you got titles that you want to suggest, you'd like to see me play, please throw them in the comments. Always good to hear from the people who watch. Like I say, we got some good friends of the stream, of the channel. Roger Maxted, I hear from him quite frequently. Snakebite, I hear from him all the time. Always enjoy it, you know, always enjoy talking to, and if I could try and help other people out, you know, I'll do it. And I'm obviously going to need a lot of help. So if you could help me out, that'd be a lot of fun too, wouldn't it? Wouldn't you just love to help me out? Doesn't that sound like a fun time? All right, so here we are. We're tearing her down, and we're going to start this process over again. Electronic ignition. I was looking for ignition wires on that other one, and I'm like, what is that? Just goes to show where I'm at right now. But we'll figure it out, right? We can only move forward. Can't go back. Yeah, we'll get this one torn down, then we're going to start over. We'll build a new, and we're going to double check before we jump in to make sure we're building the right engine for the right vehicle. Is that, do I have that? That's a lot of glare. They need to tone down some of the glare. Okay. And again, this should go a lot faster, because like we've already fixed everything we can fix, or we're going to fix it. We don't really need to go to the workbench for any reason. Everything's already fixed. The engine hasn't been run, so it's not like it's been any sort of wear or anything. So there's that. There's that. Do you think I'm going to have to... yeah, I think I got to take it all the way down, right? For a minute there, I was thinking I'd try to weasel out and not take the pistons out, but I think we'll go ahead and take the whole thing. We'll start from... because we want to start from scratch. And I think we have to, because until we tear it all the way down, it's still going to be thinking we're going to be making that other engine. So we have to tear it all down, and then when we start again, it will say, you know, it'll ask us, what engine do you want to build? And that's when we can, you know, set it straight and say, well, we want to build this one, not that one. So, but like I say, I think the only way we do it, that will happen, is if we go ahead and take it all the way down and create an empty stand. Okay. 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 Now, can I get... no, we gotta take these off first. Okay. Okay. All right, we're getting there, folks. We're getting there. Sorry about this. Like I say, I've been getting too far out over my skis, and it's the old adage. I say it all the time. Do you assume? You know, don't assume. And that's what I was doing. And sure enough, I did exactly what they tell you not to do. So, all right. So here we are. We have no engine here. Can I start over here? Let's double check. We're gonna come over here. We don't need to, but I'm gonna pop the hood. We're gonna right click, car status, V6, dual overhead cam, NSN engine. That's what we're building. Okay. Dual overhead cam, NSN engine. Okay, so we're gonna come here. We're gonna select this, and we're going to create a new engine. And we need to get the V6 dual overhead cam NSN engine. Okay. Nope. These are all I4s. That is not what we're doing. These are I6 dual overhead cams. That's not it. No. B10. Okay. We got a V6 dual overhead cam AKY, dual AKZ, CH6. There she is, NSN. V6 dual overhead cam, NSN engine gives us 283 horsepower at 6,360 RPM, 260 foot-pounds of torque at 5,080 RPM. That's the one we want right there. Okay. So now we're going to part mount. Engine block. See, it takes the same engine block, but it's a different engine. There, look at the fuel filter. Fuel filter on the other one was up here. Fuel filter's down here. So we're going to throw that in there, like that. What about our crankshaft? Same crank. Okay. Let's lock that down with some crankshaft bearing caps. I think there's only 2. Okay. Let's rotate the engine. We'll drop, I believe, we'll see if we can drop these piston and con rods in. I think we can, yeah. 1, 2. These are all hundos. Oh, actually, no, the other side's gonna be a couple of bad ones. Okay. No. We'll go with that one on the outside. Put this one on the inside. Go with that one on the inside. Okay. Before we do that, let's go ahead and rotate, and we're gonna put the piston caps on. Rod caps, I'm sorry. Rod caps on. Get this locked down, and then we can flip it back over. Okay. And last. Okay. So what is this here? Flywheel. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it uses the same heads and everything. Okay. Well, yeah, because it's coming off the same block. So there's, I mean, you could, there are others, but it's not as, you know, crazy for the engines to share the same heads. I'm kind of interested in seeing where exactly they do start to part. You know what I mean? Right now, so far, everything we've seen is been kind of cross-platform. So we'll go A, and we'll go A. I actually like this camshaft cap. I think this is better. I just like how it is. Alright, so we got that. Let's get the camshaft cap over here. Okay. Okay. One here. Over here. And over here. Like I say, that glare is like redonkulous. Let's put the cover on. Okay. Go to plugs in. Ignition coil. Exhaust manifold. Yeah, so far everything's kind of been working out. Let's do this side. Okay. Surprised we got this far so quick. Like I said, again, I'm kind of interested in seeing where we start to separate between the two. But so far everything seems kind of universal, so that one probably needs to be replaced at some point. Oh, this was out of character. I should have done this first. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, folks, there she is. We can throw this on. Build this up here. And clutch release bearing. Intake manifold. All right. Timing cover. Yeah, like I say, so far so good. Water pump. So I was off, but it doesn't seem like I was that far off, really. Okay. Timing cover A. Holy cow. right. There you go. All right. Yeah, just about an hour. I think we're gonna get this predominantly buttoned up. So it didn't really take us that long to rectify the situation. We do have a couple of parts that were not 100%, but that's okay because I wasn't gonna bring it all the way to 100%. Although now that the more I talk about taking it out on the track, the more I'm like, maybe I should fix it to 100%. Screwed me up. Grab that one. Alright, so far so good. Alright. Okay, so fuel rails. This may be where we start to get no. Intake manifold. Even the manifold? I thought it looked familiar. It just doesn't have the red Nissan stuff at the top, I guess, right? 3 stars. That's what I did with the scrap. I'll show you on the other one, because I think I did the same thing on the other one. But if we come over here and we hold the 3 stars here, that's what you do with the scrap. It gives you, but as everybody's saying, it doesn't seem like there's a measurable increase in performance or anything. So is that it then? Is there a way I can check my my inventory or no? Tablet inventory. Okay. So I think that's done, right? I don't see anything else. No ghosted areas that are in need of any parts. We got the oil pan, exhaust manifold, electronic ignition, fuel. Yeah, it's the fuel rails are in. I'm not seeing anything missing. I think we're good. All right, let's go ahead and we'll drop this back in the car, and then we're going to call it an episode. We're at about an hour. I'm going to move this to 1. Okay, there we go. And if this works, which I'm hoping it will, I should be able to remove this engine, take off engine from stand, and now I'm going to carry this engine over here to the jack, and I'm going to install the engine in the car. V6 dual overhead cam NSN engine. It's at 88%. As you can see, we have a couple of things not at 100%, but I didn't think they were in such bad shape we needed to replace them. Cam gear A, idler roller, stuff like that. So okay, we're gonna go ahead and put this in the car. There you go. And without further ado, there she sits. All right. Once again, thank you, fellas. Roger Maxted, Snakebite. Thank you guys for helping me out. I was in the tall weeds for a while there, and I appreciate you jumping into the comments section and letting me know. Again, comments always welcome. So if you want to reach out, I'd love to hear from you. We don't have the necessary parts. I'm gonna do that then. Gearbox. Did I take the gearbox? I took the gearbox, didn't I? That's what was in my inventory. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to call it an episode because all we have to do now is button it up, put the refill the fluids, and we'll be able to take her out on the racetrack in the next episode. So come back And again, hit that like, subscribe, and follow. Hit the bell, and they will let you know when the next episode comes out. If not, look for us next Monday morning. And until I see you again, be safe, be well, be good, and be back here next time, and we'll get it done. Until then, bye-bye.